do people have to get their hands licensed if they're professional fighters, and if they hit you, because they're like a weapon?
No, I think that's like a wives' tale.
Is it an old wives' tale?
I think so. Because I mean, I'm not a. I mean, I am a trained fighter actually, but
they do not have to register their hands as lethal weapons.
Yeah, it says Chris Distefano. They do not have to.
Bro, speaking of lethal weapons, you've been doing MMA shit for what, 2 years now?
Want me to kick the shit out of you? I'll beat the shit out of you right now.
Do you feel now, because you've been doing MMA? No, because I want to start doing this with my daughter. I want my daughter to start getting into it.
I'll fuck her up. Bring her out here. I'll beat the shit out of her. I'll get her out here.
Do you really feel though, like, do you feel like a difference in your confidence from now to, like, say, before you started it?
I do if I'm like sparring, because this is the thing. So I keep having these run-ins with crazy homeless people. Whatever, it's my face. I don't know what it is. The teeth, the forehead, the herpes. I don't know what it is. But like I keep getting attacked and screamed at by homeless people, and they do this crazy shit. And people are like, yeah, but you've been training for a while. I'm like, well, I put on gloves with my buddy and we spar. And if I'm hurt, I'm like, I held on. You got me in the eye, whatever. Like, yeah. I do it for like my anxiety. It's fun. It doesn't mean I want to fight a fucking crazy homeless person.
If a homeless person started attacking you or your wife today, would you feel more confident that you can disable them than you could 2-3 years ago?
Absolutely, yeah. And that's the nice thing. And that's what my trainer, Diego, always tells me.
Nice, is hot that, like, name, Diego.
Oh, he's hot. He's all tattooed up. He's like vegan. He's got abs.
Nice. Does he have the cauliflower ear?
He's got cauliflower ear. Yeah. He's got a nice piece, nice thick cut.
Nice.
And no, he's great. And he's a funny guy. But I do feel, he always says, like, you got to compare yours, because I'm like, we spar, and I'm like, I can't beat up anybody. But he's like, compare yourself to you 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. He's like, if you guys fought, it would be a fucking death match.
You would kill that Joe List.
Yeah. And it's like, I know some arm bars and, some chokes, a triangle choke, rear naked, stuff like that. And so I have an idea of how to move and punch. So yeah, I do. But my thing with like regular fights, you don't know who trains anymore.
No.
Like people, like,
I would never think you train in MMA.
No, and then
I'm going to hit this guy in the head with a fucking piece of plywood.
And I'd come out, bang.
Yeah, then I'd be on the floor.
But then, I mean, like, you look at Diego, and he's like into fashion. He dresses real fashionably. He's a fashion guy. And other than his ear, if he's wearing like long sleeves, you just see him as like, oh, there's like a.
Or if he's
like
wearing earmuffs.
Because
cauliflower ear, I always know, don't mess with that guy. But if he had on earmuffs, I'd be fucked.
He's got tattoos and cauliflower. But other than that, this guy will fucking kill you.
Right. And now, so like, how often do you train?
I haven't gone in a little while now. I'm off my game just because I've been busy.
I'm going to hit you over the head with this Potter.
No way.
Plantar
fasciitis, which I do have. It's
so did Patrick Ewing, who played his whole career.
Yeah, he's. I think Olajuwon missed a season
because of plantar fasciitis. Imagine you missed a whole season because of your fucking achy little foot.
That's why I got these babies.
Hell yeah,
I'm ready to run.
New Balance babies, Dr. Scholl's foot inserts, great for plantar fasciitis.
That's all I ever wear, but. I haven't been in a while, but yeah, I've trained. I might go this Friday, actually. I got to hit him up because he's a busy schedule. I've been busy, but no, it's great. I love it. We should get out. We should fuck around.
I want to go. I'm genuinely, I have it in my phone. Every day I'm like, sign Delilah up for MMA, sign Delilah up for MMA. And I want to do a thing where like she goes to the kids' classes and I can do like the adult one. Because I just saw, because I was always in my head like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm too old already. I'm 37. But then I saw a video the other day of a 68-year-old man he started jiu-jitsu at 68. He got his black belt at 70. And he had no experience at all. And he was like, it's never too late.
How do you not get injured as an old man, like brittle bones?
Well, do you get injured even in the jiu-jitsu stuff?
You can't. Well, here's what like Diego said. Like I do it with Diego. I'm not in a class with other people because that's where you run into fucking jackasses who are like meatheads and want to prove something or show something. I'm with my friend who's a trainer. I mean, I'm doing pretty well financially. So I just pay, for one-on-one trainer. So he's like, you're not going to get injured here. You might get hurt. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm sore or whatever the fuck. I mean, you're getting choked.
Right.
So it's not like you're like playing golf.
You ever pop a wood?
No, close.
Yeah. But I think about that because that's embarrassing.
Yeah, no, it's hot, but yeah. Like, I have left and been like the next day, my fucking I can't, it hurts to swallow. And then I Googled it after the first time. I was like, I can't swallow. I was like, hurts to swallow MMA. And then everybody's just like, tap earlier, you fucking idiot. Because in your mind, you're like, maybe I'll get out of this. I could do a thing. And it's like, you just got to tap early and often. That's what I say.
Because as soon as you tap, he lets go.
Yeah, you got to stop. Because that's the other thing that you worry about with classes is you get some fucking jackass.
So you want to, if I'm going to do MMA as an adult, let my daughter go to class, let her get choked the fuck out. But me, I got to daddy's got to be preserved.
You got to tap, yeah. And they do kids. He teaches kids too.
He teaches kids?
Yeah, he does it all over there. And that's what if I could like change anything in my life, I would have started doing MMA when I was 6. Because it just changes your whole fucking
that's
thing.
why I want Delilah, my daughter, to do it. Because I'm like, listen, dude, the bottom line is like, when she goes off to college, high school, whatever, it's like, I just want to know, I know anything can happen, but it's like, I just want to know that she can fucking, get out of the handcuffs and fucking leg sweep somebody.
You can see Diego choking me out. You can go to my YouTube.
Yeah, let's go to the YouTube. I want to see
Joe List
Diego.
MMA. You can see Diego just tapping me over and
Go
over
to
again.
Pornhub.com. Look at Nate Bargatze. Love
There you go. This is Diego just fucking me up. It's my bit over there, so don't listen to the sound. There he is. Look at it. I actually fucked up my calf in this video too. My right calf. There he is. He's choking me out there.
Just right his asshole right in your
He
face.
just choked me out with my asshole. With his
Wow,
asshole.
you would never know. This guy he looks like Maroon 5.
I got him in a little choke right there. I was choking him there, you can see, and then I'm still trying to hold him. I'm still trying to hold him, but he's out of it now, obviously. Then he's pulling me out from against the wall. I'm trying to get around, and then
Look at Joe's got a nice fat plump ass too.
Yeah. Good night. There you go.
Yeah.
That's
And
me
now
getting
you're done.
choked out.
That's it. You can't do it.
Yeah. I'm fucked there.
You ever get into an MMA, you start training, and you got to take your glasses off, and he just crushes your glasses?
Here I go. Oh, there he just flipped me. Oh, that was something. I think that's where I fuck up my calf right here.
How'd you fuck it up?
I just strained it somehow, trying to get out, and it like popped.
And like you couldn't walk, like you were fucked.
I was limping for like a couple weeks. It was just a strain.
And you had to stop the training.
This is an arm bar, I think. Or is that a choke or an arm bar? I can't even tell.
Now, is this MMA or is this jiu-jitsu?
This is just straight jiu-jitsu we're doing here.
That's what he always does. Or you guys do all types
We
of
do standing. We do striking and stuff, which I actually enjoy more. And then we'll spar, and he just fucking beats the shit out of me.
And he's still like, have you ever caught him with a clean shot?
One clean shot. This is where I'm not set up for. Oh, that's where I fucked up my calf right there. Yeah. This is where I'm not cut out for fighting. We sparred, and you get stronger, you get better, and I did it like properly. Like he threw a punch, and I just countered and caught him in the face, and I immediately was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. And he's like, what are you doing, you fucking piece of shit? Yeah, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I felt bad. I was like, I can't hit somebody.
Yeah, and then he was like, because that would be my instinct too. It's like, I don't want to hurt anybody.
Right.
But you didn't hurt him.
Yeah.
Just like I wouldn't hurt him.
He's also like, yeah, you can't hurt me.
You have to like, yeah.
He also is like, it's funny to talk to these guys that are like so advanced in the sport. Like this is what he does every day for like 12 years. But we're sparring, and he's like, if I don't want you to hit me, you won't be able to hit me.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing. This is where I kick Lewis. He leg checks me, and I wanted to cry. You can see
Lewis
how light
does
it
it
is.
too, right?
Well, Lewis is crazy because Lewis doesn't know how to control himself.
So Lewis will hurt. Lewis is the guy in class who will hurt you.
Yeah, well, Lewis is like, we're doing this, and he goes, I'm defense only. He goes, I'll just do defense right there when I think it was right there when he checked it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
It's so
Lewis
light.
Gomez,
Look at this.
the
I'm like
Puerto Rican
limping.
rattlesnake.
Did you see that? I mean, like, it's so, my shins, I got like girl shins.
Because if they so that's the thing that hurts if they kick you in the shin.
The shin is brutal, but you just have to like deaden your shin. I'm wearing a Brandy Carlisle t-shirt at MMA. It's literally right here. See how light that was? That like fucked me up. I had a welt on my shin. But he's like trained. So Lewis is a fucking maniac. He's like, I'm like, I don't want to spar with you. You're more advanced. You're tougher than me. And he goes, I'll just do defense. And I'm like, okay, great. So I'm just like throwing punches. He's defending them. And after like 8 minutes, he just punches me in the face. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, I got to throw some punches. I'm like, that's like not the deal. That was normal speed, and I was all fucked up. I quit.
Yeah, I've got runner shins. I mean, so because even something like that, like so it's also like when you do an MMA workout like this, like you don't have to do it. Like that's your workout for the day. Like you're dripping in sweat.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, Lewis is look how sweaty he is because he's.
Lewis.
Disgusting.
I don't want to fight Lewis Gomez. He looks like
Lewis will fucking kill people. Like I'm like, he's been training. He's crazy. His dad was murdered. His mother was whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
no, that's the thing.
Lewis
I think
is
Lewis
no
is
joke.
Lewis is one of those guys like where I believe in my heart Lewis Gomez will murder someone before his life is over.
He's scary. I mean, I'm literally telling the trainer on him. I mean, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I called him a pussy.
Did he
there.
post this or? Oh yeah.
That was his post. I'm like humiliated by it.
I love. Oh, that was in the middle of the pandemic.
And then Diego, my trainer, he's like, dude, I don't want you fucking around with Lewis. He's crazy.
He was being serious.
I think so because I'm not even like warmed up and shit. And Lewis is just wild.
Do you remember the first day of you doing MMA where you just it just sucked? Like you didn't know what the hell you were doing. You felt like a loser.
I still feel that way when we spar and stuff because MMA, I always use all I have is like analogies to sports that I played, but like when you're trying to spar and hit somebody, it looks like you're at the plate and there's like 15 outfielders where you're like, I don't know how I could possibly
do that,
hit him, but you have to come up. But he's not falling for any of my fakes too, because a real trained fighter, you're like signaling. It's almost like poker. I'm signaling because I'm like moving my eye or my shoulder starts to twitch.
So he sees it so much
He just
early.
sees it so much early, and he's like, if I don't want you to hit me, you won't be able to hit me.
Yeah, because I do agree too, like with these fighting things, I think either you have to have, like, if you start late, you have to be like a little insane and have zero fear of anything, or you have to just start when you're a child.
Exactly. And I don't want to get hit, which I'm trying to like undo. And he helps me because I'm trying to undo like 30 years of like being like, I don't want to get hit. And he's like, no, it's not 30 years. It's like 7,000 years of evolution.
Right.
So the key to like defending and being able to fight is like when someone throws a punch, you do a subtle move. You're just blocking like this. Or like,
you don't like go like that.
Exactly.
Like,
or they throw. That's exactly what I do. I flinch with my whole body. So you're just opening stuff up. So every time he throws to the body, I'm doing this, and my face is just getting
where he doesn't.
clogged. No, he knows how to just move the slightest
But he started
move.
as a kid.
Or eat a punch. Well, he didn't. He started when he was like 20, but it's been like 12 years or something like that. And he was a cage fighter, undefeated cage fighter.
I was going to say, starting when you're 20 that's very interesting. So he's probably one of those guys, like I think it's either people who think before or think after. He probably thinks after. Like he's the guy, like he'll just dive into the bleachers for the ball.
Well, yeah, and he's like, it's just pain. Like I'm like afraid of pain. He's like, it's all right. It's just pain. It goes away. I'm like, I know, but pain hurts, dude.
Well, we were just saying before, successful people, they pretty much usually most of them always get up at 4:30 in the morning, and they always take cold showers because they just get used to the mental. It's like cold showers in the morning, especially in the winter in like a New York City or Northeast place. It hurts so bad.
Right.
Mike Vecchione does that, where he's told me like you just deal with it. You just fucking deal with it.
Yeah, Mike's intense.
Yeah.
But no, I mean like it's hard because I'm like I want to be able, and so sometimes we'll spar and I'll just be like fuck it, just hit me.
Because you get mad.
Gotta, like try to take some hits to be like okay, it's not the worst.
But don't you worry? Like I always hear older people saying, "Oh, I injured this leg at that exact moment, and it's chronic pain."
I worry about that. Yeah, I mean that's why there's definitely when I'm doing MMA times like we're doing jiu-jitsu, I'm like this is stupid. This is a stupid thing to do because I'm leaving and like my back hurts and I'm like why would I should be golfing or playing tennis.
Or like when I was thinking like when you were grappling on the floor, I'm always like, when I look at you do that, and because I want to do it, I'm just too much of a pussy. I mean, I did start taking cold showers, so at least that's one thing. But MMA is different. I look at that and I'm like, when you're rolling on the floor like that, I'm like, if you turn one way, just I know from being a physical therapist, you're gonna blow your ACL out. Like you can get a devastating knee injury that like his body falls on you and your leg like snaps.
Yeah.
I just think about that constantly.
No, I shouldn't
Do you ever think about that, or now you won't?
This is worse than the Russia shit. Let's go back to the nukes.